Hey, it's the Casino Mark. It's 8:42 p.m. on Monday, November 24th, 2020. I want to show you the latest stuff I got. But first, a review of Wicked for Good. I went to see it today, and it was really good. I enjoyed it as much as the first one, and everyone did a great job. I had a thought while watching the movie. What if someone, and I'm probably not going to be the one to do this, but what if someone made a fan edit? Like put both movies together, but also cut in the footage from The Wizard of Oz in the appropriate spots in the story. Make it like one big long epic. What do you think? I'm just putting the idea out there. Um, I still think Ariana Grande as Glinda reminds me of Harmony from Buffy the Vampire Slayer. So adorable. I thought it was really clever how they worked in The Wizard of Oz and stuff like that. It was pretty cool. You didn't really see Dorothy except like once you got like a full body shot, but mostly like her face was hidden and focused on the slippers, and the slippers were silver, like in the original novel. I mean, the original novel, The Wizard of Oz, not like there weren't ruby slippers like in the movie version of The Wizard of Oz, which was a change that's made from the book. I don't know. I assume, I guess there's silver in the Wicked novel and the Wicked play, but I haven't read the book. I haven't seen the play, so I'm not sure. But yeah, so that's that. But overall, I really enjoyed the movie. Um, all right, so now let's get into what I got. Now, first of all, because it showed up in a notification, I ordered this. I have been meaning to get this for years, but it showed up as like a discount um, on Amazon, so I ordered it finally. And if I can just open it up, it says tear here. Why can't I tear it? Tear at perforation. Oh, I'm just gonna use these scissors. Jeez. Alright. So, Underworld Ultimate Collection includes all 5 films on Blu-ray. Okay. So, some of you might know there is a 4K release. It's much more expensive than this on Amazon. I did not get the 4K release because I had. Well, I'll get to that. First of all, I want to mention I've got all 5 films already. I have the first 3 on DVD, the last 2 on Blu-ray. I never opened up the Blu-rays of the last 2 films. I haven't watched them since I saw them in the theater, but I did watch all 3 of the first 3 films on DVD. And in fact, I started doing a rewatch on streaming like a year or 2 ago. I did movie 3 first because it was a prequel, and then the first one, and then I got a little bit into the second one, but I kind of fell off it. But anyway, so I do have these films, but now I've got a Blu-ray collection, even though I own the final 2 on Blu-ray already anyway. And for DVD, I have the original cut and the extended cut. Now, apparently, this Blu-ray is the extended cut only. I don't think the theatrical is on here. Now, I don't know about the standalone Blu-ray, if it has the theatrical cut or not, but Blu-ray's longer, so might as well have that, right? Okay. So here's the thing with the 4K. I looked it up online. I started reading about it, and apparently, with the exception of the final film, Blood Wars, all four of the first four films are not true 4K. They're upscales from 2K. So there's really no point in me getting them. I kind of read that maybe the first film, which I don't even know if it's the extended cut or not on 4K, but I read the first film might look a little bit better, but not enough to justify the additional cost, and it's not native 4K on the 4K set, so it's an upscale. All of the first four films are upscales on the 4K set. The fifth film is the only one that's actually 4K, and from what I read, apparently, ironically, it looks the worst of all of them. I don't know how that works, but yeah. So Blu-ray, and I'm happy to have it on Blu-ray. That's also a reason that I didn't get the live-action Ghost in the Shell on 4Ks. Apparently, it's just an upscale from the Blu-ray. But the 4K Velita Battle Angel is apparently is 4K as a great example of it. So I gotta get the Blu-ray set. I have the Blu-ray, not the Blu-ray. I have the 4K. So what am I talking about? I'm talking about nothing now. I have it on 4K, right? I gotta go back and check. But anyway, so yeah, that's this. So I'll watch these sometime. Start again with 3, and then go 1, 2, 4, 5. Oh, and apparently on streaming and also on the 4K, they in the flashback scene in the first film where it's revealed what happened to Sonya in the past and the whole reason that the war started with and how Victor killed Sonya. So apparently, so that flashback scene was shot first for the first film, and then they recast the role with Rana Mitra when they did the full prequel film, Underworld: Rise of the Lycans. Now, apparently, what they did on streaming and in the 4K set is they replaced the original footage that they shot for the first film with footage from Rise of the Lycans. And apparently the 4K set includes the historical footage or whatever they call it, like the original footage as an extra. Whether it's in 4K or not, I'm not sure. But apparently on the Blu-ray set, it's the original footage that they shot, which is what I prefer. But anyway, so yeah, that's that. Now this one arrived today. Not often I get a box. I don't think it's big enough for the cats to get excited over. I think I could just rip it open. I don't think I need these scissors. Well, maybe I do. Or do I? Nah. Okay. All right. So here, got a book. This is called Saving Angelfish. It's by Michelle Matheson. Oh, the etching is kind of funky. Didn't expect that. I don't know if you can see that really well. So this is, it's got a lot of praise on the back, apparently. Um, and on Amazon, there's not many reviews, but this book came out. When was it? Trying to see. 2006, and she owns the copyright on it. So it came out 2006. There's only a handful of reviews, maybe five reviews. I'm not sure. And the latest one is like from 2017, I think. I'm not sure. But all of them are 5 stars. And so, yeah, from what I heard, it's really good. I also read that it's like supposedly semi autobiographical. But anyway, uh, looks like there was a price sticker or something on here before. But anyway, so this book, another uh, another positive quote on the inside of this flap thing. It's weird. It's kind of like a dust cover, but it's a paperback novel. So, all right. So let me read you the blurb of what this book is about. It's December in Los Angeles, and Maxella Gordon's tether is unraveling fast. An erstwhile actress, the only job she's booked in months is a contact lens commercial. And current junkie, an erstwhile actress and current junkie, she's banned from her parents' lives unless she's clean. Her friend Wolf says she's a mess. She's on heroin, a harpy on coke, and yet all appearances to the contrary, she'd like to be useful somehow. With stunning spare prose, Michelle Matheson takes readers on a tour of the bizarre underbelly of LA. In this world, Max's world, Rite Aid drugstore angels lend sage advice, drug dealers are legless, and fellow druggies are rollerblading ballerinas. She's got acknowledgments on the last page. There's a little blurb with a author blurb with a photo of her. It says Michelle Matheson lives in Los Angeles. She's been an actress in independent films, on off Broadway, and for television, as well as a singer for an underground band. I did not know that. I gotta look up. I gotta find information about that. Okay. Why'd I get this? Well, take a guess as to who Michelle Matheson is. All right. There's a show that I watched back in the 80s, mid 80s to early 90s. It's called Mr. Belvedere. Any of you older people remember that show? It's not streaming anywhere now, and apparently only the first 4 of the 6 seasons were released on DVD, and I can't get those. But I've acquired the series. Michelle Matheson played a recurring character named Angela. She's the best friend of the daughter in the family named Heather. So Angela is a recurring character on Mr. Belvedere. She's the funniest character on the show. She's my favorite character. She's in only 26 of the I believe, 117 episodes of the show. So she's in like 22% of the series. But she's so memorable and lovable and adorable. I mean, seriously, Angela is my favorite character. So I was watching Mr. Belvedere the night before last, going into early yesterday morning. Just watching only the episodes with Angela in it, plus like two others that I remembered, or one other that I remembered, and another one with the same actor from the one that I remembered. But anyway, 26 of the 28 episodes I watched had Angela in them. And I didn't watch like the entirety of the episodes. I just kind of scrubbed through and watched all of Angela's scenes. It took me a few hours, like 10:30 to around 3 in the morning. But it was so worth it. Angela is a funny character and optimistic. Her recurring gag with Mr. Belvedere, and this started because I watched a YouTube compilation video. It runs about 5.5 minutes long. Only Angela's recurring gag throughout the series. And that is she always gets Mr. Belvedere's name wrong. Usually it starts with a B, although one time she called it Mr. Velveeta. That's her thing. She gets Mr. Belvedere's name wrong, except like once or twice. But yeah, she's Heather's best friend. There's like one episode where she has a crush on Heather's older brother Kevin. But there's a couple. There's a few heartfelt episodes as well. She was in a two-parter where she and Heather took an old guy from a retirement home. He wanted to go to Atlantic City, I believe, so they kidnapped him to take him there because he used to be there like decades ago. And I remember this episode from back in the day. It was a two-parter, and the old guy dies near the end while looking out from the pier at the water. And Mr. Belvedere shows up and realizes he's dead. He came to Atlantic City looking for everyone, basically. I remember that episode, and yeah. Also, in Angela's penultimate appearance, it was a big one where she and Heather were both competing for like Miss Beaver Falls. Yeah, the series takes place in a town called Beaver Falls in Pennsylvania. And Heather wins, but she didn't really care to win. It's like she has some friends that want her. There was this convoluted plan or whatever. Anyway, Heather gives up the crown and the $4,000 scholarship to like the University of Honolulu or something. I don't want. Anyway, to go to college because they're in their senior year, and the winner gets like a $4,000 scholarship to go to college in Hawaii. So Heather gives all that up to the runner-up. It was Angela. Yeah, it was really nice, and Angela was overcome with emotion, and yeah. And then she shows up in the series finale for Mr. Belvedere's wedding. She's there for like one scene. But yeah, it's like you just want to hug Angela. She's kind of spacey, but she's nice. And apparently the actor wrote a novel, just one novel, but apparently it's gotten such praise from both critics and on Amazon from reviews. So I don't know why she didn't write any more. Um, and she like kind of, I think she retired from acting in like 2009, came back to do like one thing in 2017, and that's been that. But I want to check out some of her other stuff. Apparently, she played a recurring character, not for as many episodes, only like 10 episodes, I think, on Life Goes On, which I watched that back in the day as well. Um, so it means I must have seen her on there. In fact, I watched a clip on YouTube of her in another beauty pageant in an episode of Life Goes On. So yeah. Um, but yeah, I want to check out some of her other stuff that she's been in and read this book that she wrote. Um, yeah, so I look forward to that. Um, okay, and last book today, after I saw Wicked, I stopped in a local Dollar Tree. I found this, the sporty one, My Life as a Spice Girl by Melanie C. I've listened to all the Spice Girls albums. I've got Spice World on DVD, even though I haven't watched it yet. And I found this bio. So I figured, hey, why not? I never told my story before because I wasn't ready. Now, finally, I am. Okay. um. So that's that. And the kitties were kind of left alone all day because all this took me a while. But yeah. So I just wanted to share that with you. And let's see. It is 9:05 p.m. and that's it. Thanks for watching.